Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Tuesday, 18th July 2017. I'm Fredicia Liebert. The Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, yesterday, July 18th, signed a contract with Enclave Resources, committing the company to collecting and disposing of specific waste materials in an effort to control the waste issues on Nevis. The phases in the project will commit the company to cleaning up the landfill from stockpiled waste, and they will also travel around the island and dispose of abandoned items for the first 18 months. Present at the official contract signing was Jeffrey Folsom, delegate of Enclave Resources, who explained that the partnership came from him identifying a direct need for his services. He subsequently began dialogues with Andrew Hendrickson, General Manager of the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, which led to this new venture. While delivering remarks, Folsom outlined the other phases of the contract.
And then we'll be maintaining our efforts on the island for the duration of the contract and aggressively putting out source-separated recycling programs, again, where the Solid Waste Authority deems important at various stores, supermarkets, whatnot, for cardboard and metal, to ensure the overall beneficial source-separated collection of metal and cardboard.
Deputy Premier and Minister of Health in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Mark Brantley, confirmed that there is a waste disposal problem on the island, and this venture is expected to assist with the issue.
We want to welcome Mr. Folsom and Enclave, who have come forward and approached us about doing a partnership to deal specifically with scrap metal and cardboard. That is the intention at this point, so that we would be in a position to at least move what we would normally refer to as white goods, plus of course cars and the like off the island.
Brantley explained that the new partnership will not only benefit the Solid Waste Authority on Nevis, but also assist with reducing health risks in the form of pest nesting in abandoned cars and appliances. He stated that this venture will also assist security on the island in persons hiding contraband and illegal firearms.
We feel that this is a particular category of waste which is particularly troublesome to us, and we feel that if we can move that pressure off the landfill, it will give us an opportunity to have the landfill be given a few more years of productive life. Every time a garbage truck comes by you and picks up, that is part of our health promotion and our health efforts on the island. A clean island is a benefit to all of us.
Also present at the signing was General Manager of the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, Andrew Hendrickson, and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Nicole Slack-Liebert. The partnership is expected to start the implementation phase September 1st, where the net proceeds from the partnership will go towards the NIA and the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority. Minister of Culture, the Honourable Mark Brantley, on Friday, 14th July, at the reopening of the Cultural Village, recognized and awarded 3 persons who have been making their contribution to Culturama for over 20 years. Aldane Sandy Claxton, Kemuel Kem Simmons, and Samuel Fish Richards were presented with tokens of appreciation by Brantley. The first award was presented to Aldane Claxton, whose daughter Siobhan Claxton accepted on his behalf.
It's been a great pleasure as Minister of Culture to recognize Aldane Sandy Claxton. If you've never had Sandy's fried chicken, then you're not in the vision. We grew up with it. Sandy has been a stalwart. I see him in the back there cooking chicken even now, and he has sent his lovely daughter to receive this. This says Long Service Award, presented to Aldane Sandy Claxton, Sandy's Fried Chicken, for 22 years of dedicated service to the Culturama Cultural Village, July 14, 2017. Nevis Culturama Committee, our festival, our legacy, Nevis Culturama 43.
Brantley then presented the Long Service Award to Kemuel Simmons, who has been in the Cultural Village operating his booth for 22 years.
Kem, congratulations. Thank you for all your contribution to Culturama.
Lastly, Samuel Fish Richards was awarded for his 21 years of service. His colleague Glenville Foy accepted on his behalf.
This Long Service Award is presented to Samuel Fish Richards, the man wreck life, the man who's behind the bullpen or the rose garden. It says for 21 years of dedicated service to the Culturama Cultural Village. Fish Wherever you are, congratulations and thank you for the contribution that you have made and continue to make to Culturama.
The presentations were made at the reopening of the $1.7 million refurbished Nevis Cultural Village on Friday, 14th July. The University of the West Indies UWI Open Campus on Nevis is extending a special invitation to persons to attend their public lecture and discussion slated for Tuesday, 25th July at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall on the topic Caribbean Entrepreneurship. The lecture will be facilitated by a lecturer in industrial engineering at the UWI St. Augustine in Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Silla Benjamin. The session is slated to begin at 7 p.m. and conclude at 9 p.m. Interested persons are invited to attend. Still to come, Ministry of Agriculture gives advice on mango consumption. The details when we return.
If you like dancing and whining and fretting till the morning. If you like
drinking, masquerading, live music always playing.
If you like islands of blue seas where people always smiling. If you like
street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming. Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
The Caribbean's greatest summer lion. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. On Sunday, the Sea Turtle Conservancy on Nevis released a turtle into the ocean as part of its annual Sea Turtle Conservancy efforts. Lemuel Pemberton of the Nevis Turtle Group said the effort has tagged and released 50 turtles over the years. The executive director of the Sea Turtle Conservancy, David Godfrey, outlines the purpose of the tracking monitor.
This turtle will be part of a program we call the Tour de Turtles, so you can track it online at tourdeturtles.org, along with 19 other turtles we'll be tracking this summer as they sort of compete in a mock race to see which one can travel the furthest over the course of 3 months. So it's a fun way to monitor this and other turtles, learn about turtles in the process, and some of the threats to their survival.
Director of Recreation at the Four Seasons Resort is Mackie France.
So the name for this turtle this year, we are pleased to announce that we are going to release Moji. And Moji sort of came from mojito. It all works in line with the naked turtle and rum.
France, along with persons present, counted down from 10 and then the hawksbill turtle was released and made its way into the ocean. This year marks the 11th year since the Four Seasons Resort has been partnering with the Sea Turtle Conservancy. We are currently in the heart of the mango season, and persons on the island have been inquiring about a black substance that is currently affecting the Amripoli mangoes.
We want to make persons aware, however, those who are not already aware, that our famous, tasty Amripoli mangoes are having a bit of a problem this year. Well, some of them actually. We would have encountered that problem probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and the problem would have cleared up itself. Well, the problem is unfortunately back again this year, and the problem is affecting only our prized mango, the Amripoli, which everybody goes after. We've been seeing situations where some persons, most of the crop from their tree has been affected. It's affected by a black spot, and the mangoes not being very marketable. And so we are in contact with the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, in terms of trying to identify what the problem is. We are not quite sure exactly what the problem is and what is the cause of the problem. And so we are trying to get some assistance from the international organization FAO in terms of what it is and how we can control.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn, assured persons that the mangoes are still safe for consumption.
We want to let you know, though, that once the mangoes are mature, there's nothing can be done in terms of control of the problem. But we want to assure you that we are taking every step possible to seek some assistance in identifying the problem and getting control of the problem. Visitors and nationals and residents alike, we're asking you to continue to enjoy the mangoes. Those that are free of the problem, those that have the problem, you can just remove the spot and you can still consume the mango without any problem affecting you, the consumer. So we want to assure you that we are working on the situation, but we regret that a lot of the Amrapali mangoes are not marketable for 2017.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.